Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel for an awesome collab video. Do you like Trader Joe's? I like Trader Joe's. I don't like Trader Joe's, I love Trader Joe's. It is like my little happy place of a grocery store. It's just, it's my happy place. That's really the only way I can describe it to you. Well, it is apparently the happy place for a lot of us because I am participating in a collab video today. Top 10 Weight Watchers friendly favorites from Trader Joe's. Brace yourselves. Actually, instead of bracing yourself, go and get yourself a piece of paper and a pen because you are going to want to write down every item that I talk about and then make sure you go and visit all the other ladies down below participating in the collab because between them and me, you're going to have the most thorough Trader Joe's shopping list on the planet. You're going to want to run right out the door and head over to your local Trader Joe's. If you don't have a Trader Joe's near you, I am so very sorry. If you have a Trader Joe's kind of near you, like half an hour, 40 minutes, worth the drive, I promise. I promise. So, without further ado, let's get into my top 10 Weight Watchers friendly items at Trader Joe's. So my first favorite thing is this, the creamy organic tomato soup. This stuff is so good. It's like primo, warm, soul-warming comfort food for that super cold day, which we've been having a lot of here in Chicago. So the creamy organic tomato soup, like, it tastes like Panera's tomato soup, but is half the points. Guys, this is 4 smart points for a cup, which is just, it's so good. And for an equivalent cup from Panera, it's 8 smart points. So whatever they are doing in this box is glorious. I always have some of this in my pantry because you never know when that urge for soup is gonna strike, and it tastes so much better than the Campbell's canned condensed tomato soup. I mean, it just does. That is what it is. It's not all that expensive. I think it's $2.69 for one of these, and it's 4 servings. 4 1-cup servings, 100 calories a piece. So good. Trader Joe's has an outstanding produce section to begin with because it's just high quality, always good looking stuff, right? But they also have a unique produce offering, which is so cool. And so in general, their prepped veggies are some of my favorite things. And these are just 2 of the items that I've been buying. These are the Trader Joe's butternut, obviously. I'm gonna say Trader Joe's like a million times, but it's obviously all from Trader Joe's. It's a Trader Joe's tag. The zigzag butternut squash, as you can see, the container's a bit of a mess. I actually already have this prepped with some non-stick spray and everything bagel seasoning, which we'll get to go right into the air fryer. But these make great French fries. Pop them in the air fryer and they are great French fry substitute for 0 smart points. The store does not always have these. This is actually my first container of them, but because they fall under the prepped veggie category, I'm favoriting them anyway because they're fantastic. Fantastic! So yeah, butternut squash fry things. And along the same lines, there's also a lot of great stuff in the frozen food section, and this is one of my favorite discoveries. These are the spiralized carrots. Now you guys know I use zucchini spirals all the time. I use it to bulk up my food as a pasta substitute, etc., etc., and I make my own. But carrot spirals? Carrot spirals? They're slightly sweeter, slightly firmer than zucchini spirals, and they're just as equally as versatile. So when you want something that's not a squash to begin with, but, oh, I don't know, I can't even explain it, but it's so stinking good. 0 smart points because it's just spiralized carrots. So check out their prepped veggie stuff because it's just so good. There's cut up peppers, there's delicious corn, there's all sorts of things that Trader Joe's has to offer in terms of awesome produce. Along those same lines, this is technically produce, but I wanted to give it its own little section here. These are the shaved Brussels sprouts. Check that out. Check that out. Shaved Brussels sprouts. Guys, I didn't like Brussels sprouts until I started experiencing these. They're so good. I mean, they're Brussels sprouts. I didn't realize how good Brussels sprouts were until I saw this floating around Instagram and YouTube and everything, and I was like, well, what the heck, I'll pick up some. So I picked up a bag and I actually created a little like side dish out of it. I popped them in a pan to roast them or what, saute them, whatever it is, whatever the correct terminology is. And I added 1 smart point of bacon crumbles and 1 smart point of balsamic vinegar and made bacon balsamic Brussels sprouts. Oh my gosh. Guys, it was so good that I always pick this up now. Always. It was 2 smart points for the entire serving, and it's just a vegetable. This itself is 0 smart points. And guys, now I like Brussels sprouts, and it's all because of this right here. This one is probably a favorite in most of ours. This is the reduced guilt macaroni and cheese. It is not the healthiest option Trader Joe's has to offer, but it is incredibly convenient for so many reasons. One, it's $1.99, which is cheaper than any lean cuisine meal out there. Seriously, most of the time I can get macaroni and cheese from them for $2.50, $1.99, $1.99. And it is 8 smart points, which is a little bit heavy, yes, but it is so much lighter than a lot of the other macaroni and cheese options out there. And I do not just eat this on its own. You guys see on my Instagram all the time, and even on my YouTube videos for my What I Ate vlogs, I doctor this up hardcore with some bacon and barbecue sauce and some extra cheese on there, or some seafood, which I'll get to in a minute as well. I never just eat this plain, so it's always something more interesting. And since Freestyle happened and all the meat and stuff that I add to it is 0 smart points, it makes it even a little bit easier for me to eat this. But sometimes you just need comfort food, like the tomato soup, and macaroni and cheese is a carbohydrate-filled, cheesy comfort food, and so the fact that I can make it work into the Weight Watchers plan is incredible. 8 smart points, $1.99. I get 3 or 4 of these every time I walk into Trader Joe's. Let's get some of my expensive stuff out of the way. This is one of the coolest discoveries ever. This is the seafood blend found in the frozen food section, and it is a combination of bay scallops, shrimp, and calamari rings. Yes. This used to be 1 to 2 points, and guess what? Seafood 0, so now this gloriousness is 0 smart points. And this is one of the things that I will fry up. And by fry, I don't actually mean fry, I just mean heat. I put it in a pan and I cook it. And it is something I throw into the macaroni and cheese. It is something that I'll just sprinkle some seasoning on and eat on its own. It is really stinking good. And it is so much protein. For a 2/3 cup serving, there's 4 of that serving in this container. I easily eat more than that. It is 16 grams of protein. That's a lot of protein in this bad boy. And it's seafood. I love that seafood is 0 points. I really, really do. It makes me so stinking happy. The only downside to this stuff is it's easy to go through it really fast, and it is $7.99 or $6.99. It's $7 or $8 for this container, which is a little bit pricey, but it is so nice to have. It's a treat to myself. I don't buy it all the time, but when I want to treat myself, this is what I get. Along those same lines, this is the other thing I treat myself with, also in the frozen foods section, only a couple items away from the seafood blend. This is the frozen crab meat. It's like $8.99, I think, for 2 packets of this. So technically a serving is half a packet, but I don't eat half a packet. I eat a whole packet. This is what I make some epic mac and cheese out of. I'll thaw this out and I'll put this whole bad boy in my macaroni and cheese, sprinkle some extra cheese on it and some everything bagel seasoning, and oh my gosh, so good. But this is wild caught crab meat, all ready for you to use, great for crabs, like crab salad, crab slaw, crab, if you like to make spicy crab stuff, like with the Asian mayo and whatnot, all ready to go for you. 0 smart points because it's crab meat. And each serving, and like I said, a packet is 2 serving. Each serving is 11 grams of protein and 45 calories. So for 90 calories and 22 grams of protein, you can get yourself a whole packet of this. $8.99, $7.99, can't remember. Pricey, but worth it. Getting down to the end, my friends. This is the reduced guilt chicken salad, and this is a newer discovery of mine, and I am obsessed. I discovered it not long before we switched over to Freestyle, and it was already a points-friendly item. I think it was like 2 smart points for half a cup serving, and now it's only 1 smart point. So it's 1 smart point for 1 serving. 2 smart points for half of the container, maybe 3, but I think it's 2, and 5 smart points for the entire container. 5 smart points for the whole container. It's made with white meat chicken, and the creaminess is not mayonnaise. It's actually made with Greek yogurt, which is amazing. And so obviously don't punch in the nutrition information. You have to scan it into the tracker to get the points that are accurate for it. But oh my gosh, guys, 14 grams of protein in a ½ cup serving, which is 1 smart point. It's so good. It is so flavorful, so delicious. The only downside is it's like $4.69 for a container, which I can easily sit and eat in one sitting. I try very hard not to, but I will, oh, it's so good. If you need something quick and you don't want to prep your own chicken salad, this is a great, great option. Next up is, in general, the Trader Joe's specialty cheeses, but I want to shout out 2 different ones. This one I have with me. This is the fat-free crumbled feta. 0 smart points for 1 ounce, and I've actually been using this in my eggs. It adds just this excellent depth of flavor and a different texture that you can't get from regular fat-free cheese. Like, we all know that Kraft fat-free shredded cheddar, it doesn't taste like real cheese. I mean, it gets the job done, but there's only so much fat-free cheese a girl can take, right? This actually makes me feel like I'm eating real cheese. It's got the good flavor. It's great to, like I said, I use it in my eggs. It's also awesome on salads. 0 smart points for 1 ounce. Yum, yum, yum. So good. This is what it looks like. Highly recommend. And the other thing, which I don't have here, is the grated Parmesan cheese. Guys, I grew up on Kraft grated Parmesan, you know, like the powdery one that comes in the green cylindrical container. So I didn't know any different. And that's just what Parmesan cheese was to me, right? First time I brought this home, the grated Parmesan from Trader Joe's, it comes in a tub. I tried some and I was like, oh my gosh, this tastes like real cheese. I didn't realize how crummy the quality of the Kraft grated Parmesan was until I brought home the other grated Parmesan from Trader Joe's. So fresh tasting, so delicious. 4 teaspoons of it, 1 point. Great for pastas, great for, I even use that on my eggs sometimes. Like, it's so good. 1 teaspoon for 0 smart points. Fun fact. So definitely worth checking that out as well. Like the veggies, even though I already talked about cheese, this bad boy gets its own feature because who doesn't love this? If you go to Trader Joe's and you're on Weight Watchers, you buy this. That just is what it is. This is the light shredded mozzarella cheese. 1 smart point for 1 serving. And the best part is it actually tastes like real cheese. So like I'm sitting here poo-pooing on fat-free cheese because fat-free cheese doesn't taste like real cheese. This is low-fat cheese that actually tastes like full-fat cheese. Like, it is really good quality stuff. So tasty, so stinking tasty, melts really well, great for pizzas, great for adding on eggs. This is what I put on top of my reduced guilt macaroni and cheese and whatever meat that I mixed it with. So only 1 extra smart point goes onto my cheese, making it, goes onto my mac and cheese, making it a 9 smart point dinner total. And secret, time for a secret. 1 smart point for 1 ounce, which is 28 grams, but actually it's 1 smart point for 35 grams, which is 1 1/4 ounces. Now you know. And the last thing, and perhaps the most important thing in this entire Trader Joe's Weight Watchers favorites, is an obvious one, but I have to build it up and I have to save it for last and I have to tell you about it. Everything bagel seasoning. Does it need any explanation? No, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. I didn't even eat everything bagels before I got this, but this is another thing that everybody raved about. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna pick it up, that's fine. And I did, and I put it on everything. It goes in my eggs. It goes on my macaroni and cheese. It goes on my 2-ingredient dough pretzels. It goes on everything that needs seasoning. It's great on chicken. It's great on vegetables. It's so good. It's just so good. All it is sesame seeds, sea salt, flakes, dried minced garlic, dried minced onion, black sesame seeds, and poppy seeds. For $1.99. If you have not picked this up, go pick this up. Go pick up 3 of them, which is what I do at a time. The first time I tried it, it had not just come out, but it had been out for a month or 2, and I was terrified that it was going to be limited edition. Trader Joe's would be idiotic to take this away from us ever. I don't think they will, but I really thought it was limited edition at first, but it's so popular that now it's around for good, and there's always a huge stock of it at my Trader Joe's. Try it, you won't be disappointed. And now as a little bonus item for you, I have something that is totally points splurge worthy, but worth every point you spend on it. go into the frozen food section, go into like the frozen side dishes, and pick up the gorgonzola gnocchi. Your life will change forever, I swear to you. I never had gnocchi before, but I love gorgonzola cheese, and I can't seem to find fat-free gorgonzola anywhere. If you know where I can find fat-free gorgonzola crumbles, tell me. Please tell me. But anyway, this gnocchi is a frozen dish, and you can cook it in the microwave, and it is this decadent gorgonzola cheese sauce and deliciously soft gnocchi. And it is 9 smart points for 3/4 cup serving, which I actually measured out. At least according to the way I measured, the nutrition information is wrong, and it says there's 3 servings in the bag, and I've only managed to get 2 servings out of it, which is perfect because my husband and I split it. It's 9 smart points for the serving of it, but it's so good. So good. And I would have the packaging to show you, but my husband was being a good husband and cleaned up after me when I cooked it last, and I forgot to tell him not to throw the packaging away, and he threw it out. So it's worth picking up, trust me. So that's my little bonus item for you. High in smart points, but paired with chicken breast and veggies, all you pay for in the dinner is your gnocchi, and it's totally worth paying for, that's for sure. And that is everything in my Weight Watchers friendly Trader Joe's products tag, collab, whatever you want to call it. Don't forget to go ahead and check out all the other ladies in the collab. I will have them listed down below for you. You might see a lot of the same items, but then again, you might see us all favoriting different things, which will just help you create the best, most Weight Watchers friendly and awesome Trader Joe's shopping list you could possibly have. So make sure you go check out everybody's video, because then you'll be set. You'll just be good to go to Trader Joe's. And thank you guys for taking the time to watch. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like Trader Joe's, and who doesn't. And hit the little subscribe button down there so you're notified every time that I upload something new. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Take care, and I will see you in my next video.